everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here today. I am outside, obviously. It is a beautiful day. Hopefully you can hear me. It is a bit windy, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I actually had not planned on doing this video today, but I try to take the opportunities when I can to do videos. And today is one of those days where the unexpected happened, and I want to just talk about it a little bit. So today I'm hopping on to talk about animal care again. And everybody knows I'm always hesitant to put these videos out there, and the goats are fine. They just see me and so they're yelling at me. So I am always hesitant to put these videos out there just because everyone has different feelings on this, and I've shared with you guys my feelings on stuff with our animals before, and I love my animals very much, but I am not one that's going to go to extreme measures to save or help one of my animals. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but you know what I'm talking about. I take really good care of my animals, but stuff does happen. You have injury, illness, and sometimes death on a farm. And thankfully today we are not talking about death, but we are talking about an injury I had with one of my rabbits. The irony is that he wasn't even supposed to be here this weekend, and of course this happened. So this is one of my red Angora babies that I have. They were born this spring. They're about, oh goodness, I think they're 17 or 18 weeks old now. And this summer has been an issue with selling rabbits. I have sold my rabbits probably 5 times over now. I've had a ton of interest. I've had people who say they want them, and people who say they're coming to get them, and then they back out. So I've had that happen a lot, unreasonably a lot this summer. I don't know what it is. This year I've never had so many people back out of buying rabbits ever. So that's kind of been a year of that. And I had actually had 3 of the red Angoras that were going to a new home this week. And the person messaged and said she wasn't going to be able to get them. And that's fine. I know plans change and stuff. But like I said, it's just been a summer of that. And so he was supposed to have already been to a new home this week. And if you remember, Scott put together the outdoor omelet hutch with tunnel off our garage, so the babies have a space. I'll try to remember to link the video here. And there are a couple videos I want to link. The other one is, I can't think of what it's called, but that one was just a few weeks ago with remedies and cures for your rabbits, things to keep on hand. So that's another video you might want to go check out. So he was not supposed to be here, and I have 3 boys, all brothers, that are in this outdoor indoor area. And everything around here is always a science experiment. I will say that my girls do much better together in a colony than my boys do. And 2 of the boys were leaving this week, and I thought, okay, good. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to bring the other little guy into a cage, and I was going to take the girls out there and let them live outside. Boys just tend to, they pee on one another, and so there was a ruckus in the barnyard during the night, it looks like, and one of the red babies was injured. And so I talked about this in my other video, it is not an easy task to find a vet that will care for rabbits. Essentially, you have to go to an exotic animal vet, which I don't have one around here. We live in the boonies, kind of. It's 45 minutes to a big city around here. And it's the weekend, and I am just not one to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on our animals. Now, I say that, and then I did have an emergency vet visit with my goat. If you remember, she broke her horn off this winter. we did have the vet come out for that. And I tend to do that more with the goats and the dogs than I would with the rabbits, because rabbits, it's just impossible to find a vet. I've had several vets. Right now we're having problems even finding a dog vet up here. I don't know what it is. Ever since the pandemic, our vet that we were going to regularly just suddenly became a large animal vet, and so they don't take dogs anymore, and so I need to find a new dog vet. So essentially, vets do not see rabbits for the most part. I know my friend Carrie was talking about having a vet out for her animals, for her sheep, and she says that the traveling vet or the vets that come to her house for her sheep won't even look at her dogs, and so she has to have a vet for her dogs. So that's just kind of the way things go, how it is, which is really important. I do think it's very important to have things on hand when something happens, and to learn the skills that you need when those things do happen. Chicken fight. And so I do have a stockpile of things that I keep on hand for the animals when things happen. I'm debating. I need to do a little research today. This just happened this morning. I need to do a little research. Let me show you what happened and tell you what happened, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing. So he's actually sitting in my lap right now, and he looks like a drowned rat because he is. I had to give him a bath. So I have an ear injury on my English Angora, which is really sad. I am not sure if he got bit or if he got it caught somewhere, but it is pretty much cut, not quite in half, but it's sliced pretty darn good. He was all bloody, so I took him in, I washed the wound, I washed him up, and I put, I have this betadine antiseptic that I have for my animals. I put this on it, and I have Neosporin. I didn't have any animal antibiotics, but I have Neosporin, so I put some of that on it. And then, as you can see, I've got this wrap. I can't think what this is called, but it sticks to itself, kind of. You can get this at the TSC or wherever. And so I've wrapped his ear and got it all cleaned up. He will obviously be staying at the farm now. My husband says I need to name him Evander Holyfield. So if you know boxing, you'll know why that's a little bit funny. But he does need a name. So if you have any suggestions, I don't know if it'll be Holyfield or not. So if you have any suggestions, I am open. He will be staying here with me now forever. And he's just going to have a funny ear. I don't think it looks good. I got it cleaned up good. What I'm debating on, I do not know how to do sutures or stitches. I could probably learn. I don't have the stuff here to do it though. And what I'm debating on actually doing is super gluing his ear. I know some of you are just gonna, you're just gonna gasp at that. But during the pandemic, I cut my finger pretty bad, and I super glued it, and it worked wonders. So they have those liquid stitches and things like that. I need to do a little research and see if that's something I need to do. I don't want him to have an issue. I know ears in animals sometimes, and I'm not sure about the Angora rabbits. Actually, I guess I need to look that up. If they play a role in, their health. I know with the goat's horns, I learned a whole bunch of stuff with the goat's horns, that it regulates their body heat and all of that. There's a bunch of nerve endings and things that go through there. And so I did learn a bunch of that. So I need to do a little research to see. But right now, I'm keeping it clean and putting, I've put 2 of those blue wraps on it so far today. And I'm open to suggestions if you have any. Again, I will not be taking him to the vet because the nearest, I don't even know where the nearest exotic animal vet is around here. I'm guessing it's more than an hour, probably 2 hours away. And again, I'm not going to do that for a rabbit. So and I take good care of my rabbits. I love my rabbits, but there's just, I do draw the line at certain places. And so he seems fine. He is out of the colony with his brothers. He is now in his own cage. I am going to be moving the boys. I'm going to flip-flop. I've got 2 girls in cages. I'm going to flip the boys into their cages and move the girls into the colony and see how they do together. I've had 4 does, females, in the outdoor colony right here for over a year now, and they do really, really well together. And they stay clean, and they do really good in there. So I don't have problems with them. So we're going to try that today. Some of you have been asking, this is a little bit off topic, but we're talking about moving rabbits around in places for them. A lot of you have been asking about, or some of you have been asking about when I'm going to breed next. And I do have the English, the red English babies, but people are looking for French right now, and everybody wants to know if I'll be breeding for French Angoras this fall. I have not decided yet. I was going to when several times this summer when I had sold rabbits, and then it fell through and I wasn't going to. The main reason for that right now is I don't have a place for them. If you're going to be breeding animals and breeding rabbits especially, and you have a batch of 7 and you can't sell them, you have to be able to put them somewhere, and you have to have places for them or cages for them. And I am pretty much maxed out right now. Could I get some more tower cages in my space? Yes, I could. Right now I have 26 rabbits, 25 rabbits, Angoras. And to add another 7, if mama had 7 babies and I couldn't sell them, that becomes a problem. So I don't want to do any breeding unless I know if I can't sell them, I have a place for them, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to be responsible in that way. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do in regards to the issues I've had this summer. I know some people request down payments on their rabbits. I've never had to do that, and I now see why people ask for down payments on their rabbits. Again, and some of this isn't it's nobody's fault. Again, I understand things change, but I have had a ton of interest, and quite a few people say, I want the rabbits, when can I come get them? And then it doesn't work out. So I'm trying to be responsible with how many rabbits I have, and also with more rabbits comes more grooming time, and it all comes together where I want to make sure I'm taking good care of them. So little guy here is in his cage by himself now. He does seem a little bit startled. I think it's probably sore. I think the Neosporin does have the lidocaine, yeah, and so it should be taking care of the pain. But he's pretty subdued this afternoon, so I am going to go keep a close eye on him. I'm going to do a little bit research about the tear in his ear and what I should do. But it's important to learn these skills. It's important to have all this stuff on hand, and knowing how to do this stuff in an emergency. There's 100 things that could happen, and if you can get the basic knowledge of how to take care of them or how to do some things, that's better for you. It's better for your animals if you can take care of them, and it's better for your pocketbook for sure. So I will keep you updated on him and let you know how he's doing. If anybody has a name for him, because he is now the farm mascot, because he's not going anywhere now. So I'm gonna probably go brush him now that he's kind of dry, and get the mats out and things. But I just wanted to hop on and just tell you what was going on and show you what we were dealing with today. Part of the reason why I do these videos is because 20 years ago when I started this journey, I had no knowledge, and I didn't have a mentor or anything. It wasn't in me to reach out to somebody and say, hey, can you help me? Because I didn't know anybody was doing this stuff. And so that's why I share these things with you guys on this channel. That's one of the reasons why I started this channel, was to educate people and to help people. So please keep the comments nice in the section below. With that being said, if you do have any questions or comments, please put them below, because I'm always happy to answer questions. And yeah, so it is beautiful out today. It's Labor Day weekend. And so I hope that you are enjoying your weekend. I hope the weather is as nice where you are as it is here in Michigan. It is finally cooled off and it's lovely out today. So I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope you're creating something. Thanks for stopping by.